You are all familiar with Lil Wayne, Drake, everybody. You are familiar with Wu-Tang and Pharoah Monch. Why do you need to know of any American artist in your country? Just stop there. Just think about this one. What do you need to know of KRS-One? You're in an entirely different country. You speak another language. You got the culture right here. You got hip hop on you right here. But for some reason, you need to know about KRS-One, Public Enemy. This is American indoctrination. Don't let America through hip hop take your mind. A true hip hop scholar is not interested in KRS-One. A true hip hop scholar is interested in themselves. I am from here. This is where I'm from. I'm gonna talk Dutch and I'm gonna rap in Dutch. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna show you a Dutch version of cutting, mixing, and scratching and really try to bring it new. Try to get to some international something, the DMC, something where other nations are around. They go, now watch the Dutch get down. This is how we do it. What honor you bring to your people. What honor you bring to yourself. And then others around the world get to look and be like, wow, that Dutch shit is hot. Yo, look how he break. Look how she's going down. Look at their rhymes. Yo, I need to take that back to Brooklyn. Yo, look how the Dutch doing it. Yo, we need to go to Miami with that. Yo, look how the Dutch doing it. Yo, me here in Hong Kong, I can feel that. But as long as we are all saying, well, Nicki Minaj did it that way, so that's the way I'm gonna do it. Oh, well, KRS, he did it this way, so that's the way I'm gonna do it. Africa Bambaataa, Public Enemy. No, you got it wrong, you got it twisted. Sure. A good study of KRS's history is fascinating. You should get yourselves a copy of that history. But when we're talking scholarship, to know my history before you know yours, just take that in. To know my history before you know your own history, you're going right back to the colonizer's way of thinking. Hip-hop don't need that. We don't speak in language. We speak in art. I know exactly what you're saying if you go like this. Grab the steel. Yeah. I know exactly what you mean. I ain't got to speak Dutch. You ain't got to speak English. We ain't got to speak Korean. Grab this. Get on your back. Hit that wall. I know exactly what you're saying and we can communicate.
Yes, gather round. Turn your TVs out. Back on the scene, it's me, masterful MC, and now you'll see. Oh man, them rappers can't hang with me. Knowledge reigns supreme. If you don't know what that means, you must enter the temple. Open your mental, learn the essentials. Don't be afraid to dream.
You don't want to bring your culture from somewhere else to this culture and say, now you guys got to talk like me, dress like me, act like me for me to understand you. That's the thinking of a colonizer. That's the thinking of someone who invades something and don't care about where they are. They don't try to blend in. They don't have no respect for where they are. They just want to exploit and use. So if you just want to exploit and use people, you get somebody to say, look, I'm not interested in learning Dutch. Just tell me what they're saying in English. Oh, well, you're not even interested as to where you are. Now, there's a bunch of so-called rappers that come to the country and do just that. And this is the difference between hip-hop scholarship and every other scholarship that I can think of. I don't know anyone, any scholars that approach people the way hip-hop approaches people. We have a unique way of uniting with people. We don't just come and say, you gotta be like me. We just come and say, what do you do? I'm a B-boy. Right there. So I know what you're doing. I know the dopest of your group, and I know the wackest of your group. Where do you fit in? Not, what are you? You black, you white, you this, you that. That doesn't even exist in hip hop. I say it all the time. The only place that you see Dr. King, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., The only place you see Dr. King's speech, the I Have a Dream speech, is in hip hop. Americans are always, Dr. King. There ain't nowhere in America Dr. King dream is. Nowhere in the United States. And I will challenge the world on that too. Nowhere in the world do you see this part where my children will one day grow up in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. That's nowhere on the globe. Nowhere. The only place you see that actually happening, like actually going on culturally, is in hip hop. This is the only place in the world. See, you gotta understand these new facts. This is not my opinion. These are the facts. Nowhere in the world do you see Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech where you're not really judged by the color of your skin. You're judged by the content of your character. That's all hip hop. That's all hip hop. Now, everybody, Africans got problems. Asians, Latinos, Native, you go to any race, any culture, any ethnicity, they all got problems with each other. Ain't nobody looking at anybody based on the content of their character. No race. None. Nobody. The only place on earth that you see a culture, world culture, people doing the same things wherever they are, and not judging people based on color, but based on the level of your skill in these elements. I was at the BBC a couple of years ago, not the BBC, sorry, the BC1, Red Bull's BC1, which is a breaking competition they have every year. And I was amazed, I felt so good in that place. It was Red Bull. But here, the B-boy competition, B-boys from Africa, Japan, China, Australia, America, the Bahamas, they had everybody there. And this dude from France, a dude named Lilo, jumped up, took everybody. Everybody, and other people was just looking like, yeah, that's hot, yeah, that was it. You know, giving him the respect because he was truly the one that captured everybody's soul at that moment, at that particular competition. And I was judging, I was hosting that competition, but I got a chance to see hip hop in its finer state through b-boying. Here you have every culture competing in one art form. And it just so happens that this guy from France was the favorite. What do you think? Africa was mad? Hell no, they were studying the moves. You think China and Japan was mad? No, they came up, gave him a pound to take a picture with the champion. And this was the spirit of it. Everybody was dope. Everybody was a master at what they did. To even get up on that stage, you had to be somebody. But it just happened to be Lilo from France took it. This is hip hop. This is what it really is.
Throughout the years, a b-boy became a bad boy on another level because the term b-boy began to go to everybody in the hip-hop community that felt as though that in order to maintain strength in the community, we had to show ourselves as hardcore. And a lot of us, the half that was trying to survive, got caught up in the bad boy life. But ultimately, it became...
What we were just talking about is hip-hop scholarship. I just want to get out the way. What is a hip-hop scholar? How do you think as a hip-hop scholar? First, you don't think like a colonizer.